This video lecture, we will set up Derby database in Netbeans and then execute SQL queries on that database from the backend. This is a file demo.java which is in the package JDBC demo. This is the code that the user will interact with. To set up your database, click Window, click Services. So a Services tab will open next to the Projects tab. There you will see Databases. When you expand databases, there are options like Java DB. So Java DB is the Derby database because Netbeans and Derby are from the same vendor Apache. So that is why Netbeans supports Derby. Here you will see that there is a sample database already created in Netbeans and you see the URL for the sample database here. JDBC Derby localhost 1527 sample. You can also create your own database. To create your own database, right-click on Java DB, click on Create Database, give a database name, give a username, password, and click OK. So it will create a new database for you, a new Derby database named OOP 2020, and here you can see a link has appeared for your database. Connect to this database, right click on the URL, click connect. Here you will see when you expand OOP, there are tables, views, procedures. When you expand tables, there are no tables as of now in our database. That is why it is showing nothing. In the sample database, if you see, there are pre-created tables like customer, manufacturer, product. So you can also work with the sample database or you can work with the OOP 2020 database that you have just created. Right click on the URL and click execute command. So this opens an SQL command prompt for you wherein you can execute your queries. So we'll first create a table student in this database. Create table student. With roll number of type integer, sname of type varchar of the size 50, CGPA of type double and department varchar. To execute this command, there is an option here to run the SQL. So you can run this SQL file by clicking this button or the shortcut is Ctrl plus Shift plus E. So here it says in the output window executed successfully and 0 rows affected. To insert a new row in the table student, since name is a varchar, that is a string, it has to be given in single quotes. CGPA is double and department is again varchar. To execute this, run the file. So one row is affected, that is one row has been inserted. To check whether the row has been inserted, we can execute a select query, select star from student. So this is table student and this is the result of the select query. So it has one row with the given values. Similarly, we insert some rows. We'll insert 17 more rows here. So here you can see 18 rows have been inserted in the table student. To insert only some specified columns, we can specify the column name and then the values. So this query will insert a new row which will have only roll number and the value of roll number will be 19. Similarly, we can insert a new row having roll number and S name with the corresponding values 20 and Kate. So now we have 20 rows in our table and the 19th row has only roll number which is 19 and the 20th row has roll number and name. Rest of the entries will be null.